Hello, Clear Lake Area Chamber of Commerce members and Bay Area Houston. We are excited. Our 33rd annual Business and Wellness Expo is coming up on August 19th inside the Gloria Dei Lutheran Church in Nassau Bay. This is an opportunity for you to showcase your business, goods, and services. And this year, we're also going to add a job fair. A lot of our businesses tell us they are in need of employees, and we're going to help you out. For more information, go to clearlakearea.com.
Hey, welcome to another episode of Clear Lake Connections, where we talk to the people behind the businesses in Bay Area Houston. Proudly sponsored by UTMB Health. Today I have Miyosha and Jacie Weston, and they are, as you can tell from their shirts, with the world-famous Daiquiri and Margarita to Go #2 location.
Correct.
Tell me about the concept. What is it? What can I expect when I come there? And how did you get into it?
So the concept is enjoy beverage to go, an adult beverage to go, a daiquiri, similar to what you might find in Las Vegas or New Orleans. The way we got into it was almost by mistake. As you can say, we've always been business conscious people and wanted to start our own business, and kind of struggle with which market to get into. COVID helped some of that, helped clear up what's essential and what's not essential, and where people are tending to spend their money. The accident part came when my mother passed in September of last year. We traveled to South Carolina but flew into Atlanta, and I, being the goofy guy that I am, left my CPAP machine in the rental car, and they could not locate it or couldn't get in touch with anyone to locate it from Avis. As a result, I ended up having to purchase a new CPAP or replacement CPAP machine, and it happened to be at Bay Area Sleep Specialist on Clear Lake City Boulevard. And when I pulled up into the parking lot, she nudged me, hey, here's our Daiquiris to Go place. When you get out of there, we're going in there. And that's what happened.
Okay.
We went into world famous Daiquiris to Go, and the owner, Matt Jones, was very, very accommodating. He had the first question was, are you interested in franchising? And he had previous individuals ask about franchising, but nothing ever materialized. So from that point, Miyosha kind of took the lead into contact and asking, what is it that you want from a franchisee.
So tell me about that moment when you knew, you were like, hey, I got to try this place. And then when you tried it, what made you like, okay, yeah, this is the idea?
Well, I always have this thing of if you have a drink or something and then the next day you wake up, if you have a headache, it's not a good drink. So we had daiquiris that day when we got home, and we were relaxing. And then, I kind of got a little buzz off. I was like, oh, these are really, really good. I really enjoy these. And when I woke up the next day, I was perfectly fine. No headache, no hangover, not feeling a little lethargic or tired. I felt fine. And I'm like, you know what? I think this is good. I think this is something we can really invest into. And so about 24 to 48 hours later, Matt Jones reached back out to me and was like, okay, I can give you guys any information you need to see if you're interested, and if you are, we can come up to an agreement and figure this out. So that's how we got started. It started in September. My birthday came September 15th, and that was like a birthday gift to myself. And we looked at some locations. One location didn't pan out. Then we spoke to Katie Hicks in Webster. And Katie then put together a proposal. I mean, Webster was phenomenal. I mean, they do work. I mean, she put a proposal together with probably about 20, maybe 25 locations, the owners, how they looked, colored pictures, the whole nine. I mean, and we were impressed by that. To us, professionalism is far more important than anything. So receiving that information from her had me impressed. And we were determined to work with Webster, the city of Webster. So that's how we got in Webster. They recommended a few things that would help our business, which was a chamber of commerce. And now we're here. We're here with you guys. We love having world famous daiquiris in the area where we are right now. So, yeah, that's pretty much where we are now.
Yeah, we're in such a pro-business environment. Not the state, obviously, but here locally. You talked about Webster. We've had businesses talk about their partnerships with Nassau Bay, and so it's nice to be able to work with people that want you here.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And you hit on that and how they laid it all out for you, gave you tips. What were some of the other things that maybe they did or that you've gotten through the chamber that have kind of helped you along the way a little bit?
Well, they guided us through our steps. So, a lot of people come into small businesses blindsided, not sure what to do, how to get things started, where to go. And so we've had the planning department was excellent. Again, I got to go back to say Katie Hicks was it. She directed me in every path. When I needed something from her or asked her a question about someone, she was right there. She nailed it. When I needed to get signatures on anything, she would say, you got to go to Houston for this, or the next step would be the comptroller's office. So they had the direction. They gave us the path. We just had to take the initiative. So that's, excuse me, that's kind of where it all got started. And we truly appreciate them for all of that, because the process would have been much longer had we been in other communities that didn't do that.
Yeah. So you guys are both still working full-time other jobs.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Jacie, tell me how you balance that with, starting a business, and then we'll ask you the same thing.
Sometimes it's with no sleep. But the interesting part is she picks up the early part of the day. Anything having to do with opening and receiving raw materials or ingredients, she takes care of that. When I finish my full-time job, obviously the rest of the evening is dedicated to running the business. And the weekends, we're both there all day long.
Yeah.
Wow.
Most of the time. Some of the times we're training employees to close for us, so that we don't have to be there every day at closing.
That's the goal, right? And you talked about that, hiring good people.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
Yeah, and it really fits within both our backgrounds. I have a background in engineering. I'm an engineering manager now. Done that for 30 years. I'm also MBA graduate, so it fits really well within the operations and the business aspect. She has the accounting and business and marketing aspects taken care of, so I'm the guy usually behind the scenes turning the wrenches, making sure functionality is there so that we have the products to present to the customers.
And now you manage people that engineer daiquiris.
That's pretty much
pretty cool.
Absolutely.
It sounds like it's the perfect partnership.
Yes.
And my wife hates me when I bring her up on this, but I couldn't see us working that same way. What's the secret there?
I think a lot of it has to do with our background and our work ethics. My husband, being that he's worked in engineering for all the years, and I've worked in engineering in the accounting sector of engineering, going back to school into psychology, picking up a bachelor's in psychology and study a minor in anthropology. I then felt that going back to school for a master's in HR management would do well working in business, and him having a background with an MBA. So having that, we know how operations run. We know how to communicate with people. We know how to deal with finances. We just got the circle of closure. We pretty much got everything rounded in that area as far as operating a business and knowing how to operate it. So that's what helped us.
Yeah, I think we both play to our strengths.
Yeah.
So it's easy to try to do everything. But I've seen too many times where failure has occurred, when you step on each other's toes. So we tend to play to our strengths and get out of the way of each of the individuals. That when you're doing it, go ahead and take care of it. If you need help, then raise your hand for help.
Well, hire or marry good people and then get out of the way, right? I mean, in this case.
Yeah. Take two.
Got distracted.
He's got to leave that in. Okay. And we're back, and since we're talking about daiquiris and they're world famous, we're actually going to try them. And, so what did you bring today?
Well, today we brought one that's called the Joker. As you can see, the frost is on it right now because it's cooling off or warming up, let me say that. The Joker is our, I can't remember the exact, but it's Hurricane, Kryptonite, and Hypnotic.
Oh, wow.
So it's a mixture, but it's really good, really refreshing. And
You want to help us?
it's one of our creations. It's a creation that world famous Daiquiris came up with, and it's a layered creation. So if you come and look at our menu, you'll see the Joker under our layered creations, and you'll be able to enjoy a refreshing the Joker.
Oh, wow. That looks awesome. Look at that.
Holy cow. Oh, my. That's a big one for you.
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy that. We were very excited that you were bringing samples.
Good.
because
It's
we tried
really
that
cool how it
everywhere.
actually comes out multicolored still.
Yeah, it does.
Just
Yeah.
That is delicious.
So this
like
is
that,
this
good.
is a half-gallon bag. Our supplier came up with this packaging so that we don't have a fixed jug. So it fits nicely into the freezer,
Okay.
and it when you get it home, typically as a purchase from the store, you can take it home and it'll still be in slurry form. Drop it in the freezer, it'll remain that way, kind of solidified, but it won't freeze into a block of ice. And when you're ready to drink again, just take it out about 5 to 10 minutes before, let it soften a little bit, and you can pour it just like I just poured it for you.
Yeah, and it comes out really nice.
Yeah, and this particular package, it serves 6 people, 10-ounce drinks.
Okay.
So you can get, 6 good drinks out of this, and, 2 of them will get you 12.
So you guys, obviously, people come in, they don't quite know what they want or need. Let's say they're having a party. Tell me, what would you tell them? What are the most common questions you
So
get?
the common advice we give them is try it before you buy it.
Okay.
And so we offer 5 free samples and 10 samples for $1.
Correct.
So you can sample most people have an idea of what they've had in the past and what they might like a taste. I tend to encourage people to follow their hearts when it comes to taste. I won't try to bias you to one or the other because you've got to be happy and we want you to come back. Don't want to push something on you that you felt like you've been taken advantage of. So it just depends. We offer a party pack, 2 half-gallons, and then you get 6 free Jello shots, and you can mix
wow.
Jello shots with the drunken gummies if you'd like. But the range of sizes are from small to jumbo, small, medium, large, jumbo, and half-gallons, as well as 1 gallon.
And I like what you said. You're not trying to sell them something. You're trying to get them to come back again and again and
Absolutely.
again. And so do you have a lot of repeat customers that
Oh.
you know them by name now?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
wow.
There are
absolutely.
quite a few. That
And we
know by
try
name.
to memorize our customers because
Yeah.
we want them to feel just as comfortable as we are when they come in our establishment. So our customers are like family to us. So we sit sometime they want to talk and they sit at the bar and they talk to us and they want to just do some tastings, and then by the time they're finished with their tastings, they've told us their whole lives.
Yeah.
So the whole idea is that you come in, you try some samples, and you may stay. You may stay. I know you'll come back at some point in time, but the goal is for them to come in, try, and be happy with what we do.
So you have a bar set up there.
Yes,
Yes.
we do.
And did you say you had a psychology degree?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that kind of a smooth transition there,
Yeah,
isn't it?
absolutely. They call me the therapist.
So what's your favorite flavor?
My single favorite flavor is Hypnotic.
Hypnotic.
My favorite mix is Miami Vice, which is pina colada with strawberry puree.
It's really
Okay.
good.
Yeah. And your favorite?
I'm more of a like a dream colada, a dreamsicle.
Which is what you brought here
Yes,
as well for you.
I brought that
Oh, wow.
today.
Dreamsicle.
That's why I wanted to. And then more recently, I started having this one,
Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday Fun Day. It's our White Russian with chocolate, banana, and strawberry. It's like a banana split.
Okay, where exactly are you located?
We're at 1010 East Nassau Parkway, Suite A, on the corner of Nassau Parkway and Egret Bay.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. So, do you have any specials coming up that you want to tell people about? Or it sounds like every day is pretty special at, world famous margaritas.
Well,
And
she created a special at the end of May called Summertime because summer is coming around. It's a mixture of margarita, Bellini, which is peach,
Oh, wow.
kryptonite, and a shot of strawberry puree. And that has been selling like you would not believe. We have a secret menu, which can be accessed online. And most of the customers that are frequent customers know about the secret menu. As you come in more frequently, you learn about the secret menu. But we're getting ready to come up with a double secret prohibition menu with something for Shark Week.
Okay.
And we're trying to develop a special for Shark Week.
It sounds like you guys get to be really creative.
Yes.
She's the creative genius behind it all. I'm along for the ride.
Well, I don't personally become the creator. I try to get our employees who are of age employees, to try out our product and see what they like about it and if they will buy it again. And we have some great people who really give us their honest opinion. So we just do our trials on our own people.
She's far too modest. I mean, she is really the creative genius behind the specials.
Yeah.
Our standard menu is standard and it's the same as what you will find at world famous number one.
Yeah.
But some of the things that we want to inspire people to come in, she's behind most of it. As is with the TikTok advertisements and all the other social media stuff that she
and I can tell the HR angle, listening to your employees,
Yes.
Empowering them to come up with stuff, and so that's great to hear. A lot of small businesses don't have as much expertise as you both have together, and so it sounds just like a complete recipe for success, plus the wonderful beverages. One thing I did want to talk about is I know you've been almost a serial entrepreneur, and so you've learned lessons along the way.
Absolutely.
What are some of the lessons that you've learned where you maybe it didn't quite get it right, but now you think with what you've got going on, you're kind of in that perfect situation?
Well, over the years, I know from my experience opening other businesses, I had a very difficult time listening to other people and advice. It typically would come from someone who I felt like didn't have the experience that I had operating my own business. What I've learned is that listening is far more important than ignoring. Even our customers, we do the same thing with our customers. We had customers who complained about our driveway. We expanded our driveway because we hear them. We want them to come back. We want them to use our driveway. So when you have other business owners who want to give you advice, just listen. It may be something that can benefit you. It can also expand your business. It could also, improve the flow of business, even if it's just the smallest thing. Sometimes listening is very good.
Yeah, and you hit on a lot of great things there that a lot of small businesses, you're right, they don't pay attention to that. And it sounds like you're active on social media.
Absolutely.
And talk about the importance you feel like that's brought to it. Is that a good channel for you?
It started out that way, absolutely. Social media has been our biggest advertisement, and it's brought in a lot of business. Right now, we're part of the Bay Area Houston Food Lovers Group.
Okay.
And anyone that come in with their card, they get to use their 10% discount on our certain communities. I post little things on there saying, come out to world famous Daiquiris to go number 2. We'll give you 5% off your orders. So it just helps to have a wide range of groups that you are in, posting advertising in them. Even like your Chamber of Commerce or just your local city who's posting things about you and you're sharing it on your Facebook page or your Instagram. We're on Google, we're on Snapchat, we're on TikTok. So I try to get involved. So that's where the marketing side come in. And I don't have too much of a marketing background. So I just do what I know to do and I ask questions.
Okay. Yeah, and the Chamber does host a lot of educational type events where you can learn more about that, and they've been very useful to members in the past. But it sounds like you have the number one ingredient, and that's the willingness to try.
Yes.
And so that really is, the key to getting it done. I really feel like you guys make this perfect partnership. You're blossoming for success. Are you guys hiring? Because I know everybody's hiring.
Well, we just sealed our last spot 2 weeks ago. 4th of July, our last employee was hired on, and he's working out so far. I like to name my employees let them know that we appreciate them. But Chris, Corbin, Maya, Leslie, and Aisha, they have been a blessing to us. They have been committed to us 100%. We had a couple other people who resigned because of their wanting to stay home mom, and we miss them. We can't wait until they make some decisions to come back. So,
well, it's amazing that you're not hiring and that you're full, because we don't hear that in much of the service industry. So it obviously means you guys have created a really good environment for them to come to.
Yeah, we also do employee appreciations for them. Like the 4th of July, those who had to work, we actually grilled for them. We wanted to make sure they had some holiday entertainment since they were working. We didn't want them to feel like they were being left out from, the special holiday. So we do things to help them get by through the days that they're there and working. We buy them lunch sometime, and we offer free drinks for them at the end of the night. So
nice.
Yeah.
So I want to thank you both for coming. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the audience before we part?
One last thing. We do have a rewards program.
Okay.
Costs the customers nothing other than their first and last name and phone number. We do not call you, but after purchasing 10 daiquiris, you get a free medium. That's
wow.
our rewards.
Absolutely.
And you've got regulars that have had how many free ones already?
Probably
they're quite
about
a few.
100.
Yeah.
I have no doubt, because it's such a good product, and you guys are like the dream team, and teamwork makes the dream work, and all that. But thank you for coming on.
No,
Thank
It's
you.
been great.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.